Hey guys, I want to bring up a huge topic that's been kind of running rampant these days in the not only the coin world but just in the world in general when it comes to our monetary system. So there's been a lot of debate as to whether or not we should replace dollar bills with this huge surplus of these gold coins. Now, this particular example is, of course, they call it the Native American dollar, but it's got the Sacagawea front portrait on it. This one's got the peace pipe reverse. Okay, this was, I think it was this year's. Yeah, this year's piece here, and they're doing a new design for every year. So next year they have a new one that's going to celebrate the importance of trade back in the early days, the 17th century, for Native Americans. It's really cool designs, but not to distract away from the subject at hand. I don't know if you guys have heard, December 13th, which, you know, as of this video was yesterday, the government has enacted that they're going to be reducing the surplus in the golden dollar presidential dollar coin inventory. It's supposed to save taxpayers money, okay, number one. Number two, what they're doing is there's so much of these gold presidential coins in surplus right now. They're in boxes, warehouses, you know, for the Fed Reserve. So nobody wants them. And to be absolutely honest, I don't particularly care for them. I think they're some of the gaudiest designs you could think of for a coin. But the whole thing is that they want to replace all the dollar bills with the coins. Now, it makes sense in that, you know, paper dollars, these are expensive to make. Okay, a dollar bill's average lifespan is only 18 months. You know, that's probably the ones you get as change, and they're either wet or they're torn apart and they look ugly and they're really disgusting to hold in their hand. So that's kind of been the big thing. So there's a couple things happening. Okay, we're talking about the possible future outlook on the dollar bill. Should it be banned? And not so much banned, but should they stop the printing and do away with the dollar paper bill and then go and use these gold dollars and the presidential dollars? And I'm sorry, I do not have a sample of the presidential dollar to show you, and that's by no fault of my own because I do not care for them. I don't do a lot of modern stuff. So the golden dollar I picked, you know, my daughter gave it to me specifically for this video. So that's been the big thing. I really want to hear what you guys think about the whole, you know, should we ditch the dollar bill in lieu of coins? Have we been living in this kind of paperless society, you know, when we pay our bills online, that it's really insignificant which way they go in doing this, whether they stick with a dollar bill? You know, it's more compact. It fits in your wallet. Personally, I don't carry hundreds of them or, you know, anything over like $6, $7 in ones, which makes the dollar coin much more of an attractive piece, and hopefully they'll never look like anything like this again. Okay, with the Ike dollar, you know, is kind of like the breaking point as far as, okay, how big can a dollar get before, you know, it's unmanageable, and that's where it is right there, especially when it's a clad piece. Now, if it was still 90% silver like the Morgans, I would have no problem having like 40 of those in my pocket. They'd actually make a great pocket piece, and I had one at one point. So I'd like to hear the debate, what you guys think. You know, they're still talking about it. There's no formal legislation, but it's only going to be a matter of time. They're either going to melt down the surplus of these coins, okay, especially after stopping the regular business strikes as of yesterday. So any of those collectors that want the presidents from the beginning of the year for 2012 and up, you're going to have to get them from the Mint. They are going to be pricey. I think full rolls will probably end up going $40-$50, and they'll be in mint sets. So the only person getting the short end of the stick are the collectors, you know, or the collectors that get the dollar coins out of circulation, you know, and they put them in the albums. Again, I'd like to hear all your comments, what you think about it. it's a huge topic of conversation these days. So, you know, go ahead and feel free to comment at the bottom here, and you know, let's get a little debate started ourselves. So, you know, other alternatives, I'd like to hear it. Me personally, I'd like to see a dollar coin of some sort, but not this size. Maybe something a little bit smaller, somewhere around, you know, a dime and a penny size. Totally revamp the design of the coin itself, something that's going to attract a lot of people's focus toward the design and not so much the coin. You know, probably add a little silver in there. I know with this day and age, it's kind of going to be tough. But if they made a coin the size of a dime and put 40% silver, that's going to do a couple things. You're going to get a coin that's going to be highly sought after. People are going to want because of the silver content in them. Plus, it's also going to revive the market. You know, bring out more collectors. You know, into a hobby that, you know, it's kind of waning a little bit, especially after the lull of the state quarter program, the America the Beautiful. They're not making a whole bunch of them, so you know, there's less and less of those out in the marketplace, especially in general circulation. You don't see a whole lot of them in comparison to the hundreds of millions of state quarters. So I'd like to hear what you guys think. Sorry about the video, just looking at the $3 right here. I got my pennies as well. But, you know, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. All right. Have a nice evening.